Okay, the first thing that we have to realize when we're getting ready to shoot a gun is a handgun is a tool that reacts violently. So we have to develop a stable environment for that tool to operate in. And that's going to start from the ground up with your stance. Always being safe, practicing safety first. We will clear the weapon to make sure that it is safe to train with. Remove the magazine first. Most semi-automatics are carried with one round in the chamber or in the pipe. Let gravity do the work. Tilt the weapon to the right. Pull the slide to the rear. Locking the slide, you'll see I have one bullet left in my hand. Once I've removed the magazine and the bullet, I will visually check and make sure the magazine well is clear and I can see my hand. I look through the rear of the barrel. I see no bullet, I see no obstruction. I'm 99% sure now that this weapon is clear. Some people disagree with me when I do my next check, but if I'm clearing the weapon, if I'm making the weapon safe, there's no harm that can come to me or any other property. I turn the weapon towards myself, look down the barrel, and if I place my finger in and out of the slide and I can see my finger, I now know this weapon is completely safe and clear and I can train with it. As I mentioned to you, you have to create a stable environment for the handgun to operate in, starting from the ground up. How do we do that? The old stance was a isosceles stance where both your feet were shoulder width apart and even. The problem with that stance is it gives you balance left and right, but no balance forward or to the rear. I could push you forward and knock you over, push you to the rear, knock you over. The next stance that they went to was called the Weaver stance, which puts you on a blade, a 45-degree angle. The problem with that stance was it still did not give good stability in a 360-degree circle. Also, for law enforcement and military, when we wear body armor or vest, if we're being shot at, we can take those bullets in the protected area. By turning to the side, we open the side of the vest to being able to take bullets into the body. So the stance that I teach and a lot of other instructors have adapted it as well as military and law enforcement is a boxer stance. A fist fight and a gunfight is no different. If you and I get into a fight and I'm going to punch you, I'm going to assume a good stance that gives me mobility, left, right, forward, and back, and I'm balanced so I can punch. No different when we're talking about shooting. Hand fight, fist fight, gun fight, all the same fight. So you want to get into a stance that gives your body good stability, left, right, forward, and back. And most importantly, understanding your body mechanics. Your pelvic girdle, your pelvic bone, is what connects your upper and lower body together to stabilize it. Key word, stabilizing. Now, also, your pelvic girdle is the center of your body. Point your pistol with your pelvis. This is a natural aiming position. If I draw my handgun, place it straight out in front of me, notice it's lined up with my pelvis. This is going to give you the best stance to stabilize your handgun, control it, and allow it to do its job the most efficiently and effectively. A foundation builds from the ground up. Simply keep that in mind when you're stabilizing your handgun. Stance is number one.